You ever meet someone who's incredible at what they do, but no one knows their name? They're not new, they're not unqualified. They're just invisible. And maybe if you're being honest too, that's you. That's you too. You're the expert in the room, but you still feel like you're the best kept secret. Well, today, we're going to fix that because I'm about to give you the test that I use every single client I work with. The one that shows you exactly why people remember certain brands and completely forget others. You want to hear what it's called? It's called the $2 bill test. And once you take it, you'll never look at your personal or professional brand the same way again. So for 20 years, I produced hit television shows like 60 Days In, Duck Dynasty, Triple Digit Flips, Sons of Anarchy, Brickleberry, shows that reached millions of people. And in some cases, literally saved lives, like Intervention. And I'll tell you something that still surprises people. The best shows, not always won. The most unforgettable ones did. There were amazing ideas that never made it to air. Beautiful stories that never got the green light. Well, why? Because they didn't pass the $2 bill test. Now, I use the same method, not for television, but for people like you. You're an expert, you're an entrepreneur, you're a thought leader who want to go from just another coach or a consultant or creator to the only name people remember in their niche. And this test, well, it works whether you've been doing this for 3 days, 3 months, or 30 years. So what is this $2 bill test? Let's go back a second. Have you ever held a $2 bill? I'm sure you have, but have you held one lately? And think about it. When you've had a $2 bill, well, you don't just spend it. Just spend it like your $1 or $5 or $10. You keep it. Sometimes you show your friends. You say, I have not seen one of these in years. Go to a bar and tip with a $2 bill and see what happens. Well, that's the power. That's the power of something rare. It's the power of unexpected and something memorable. See, the $2 bill, it's not the most valuable bill, but it's the most talked about. Why? Because it's different. That's what your brand needs to be. Your content, your offer, your story, your energy all blend into the sea of sameness. You're just another $1 bill in a world that's overflowing with them, especially with AI. And guess what? Nobody remembers that $1 bill they spent on a soda. Or for you in Michigan, pop. They remember the $2 bill they tucked in a drawer for 10 years. My kids remember their $2 bills. They still have them. They have not spent them. And they're spenders. Here's the mistake I see smart people make all the time. They build their business on credibility, which is good, but they leave out the distinctiveness of who they are and what they are. They're incredible at what they do. They've helped hundreds of clients. They've built multi 6 or 7, maybe even 8, some 9-figure businesses. But when I look at their LinkedIn or I visit their website or I ask them, hey, what do you actually do? They give me a paragraph. They give me a resume. They give me a list of deliverables. And I walk away still wondering, but who are you? Really, who are you? What makes you unforgettable? Why you? Because if I can't repeat your story after hearing it just once, then your brand does not pass the test. It does not pass the $2 bill test. Being good isn't enough anymore. Being unforgettable, that's the only option. And to be honest, I failed. I failed at this test for years. Even after producing over $2 billion in television content, even after working with the biggest shows and networks and personalities in the business, even after 4 Emmy nominations, I I still didn't know how to describe me. When I left the day-to-day of television, I did not have a brand. Now, I wasn't allowed to, but I didn't have one. But I did have a resume. I had a long list of shows I helped make, but I couldn't say in one sentence what made Brad Holcman unforgettable. It took me months. Honestly, the last year of trial and error to figure it out. And now, I help other people get there in just 45 minutes. Because here's the truth, if you don't know what makes you different, neither can AI. So what's the actual test? Well, it's simple, but it will change everything. So ask yourself these questions. Would someone reading your LinkedIn immediately understand what makes you the only option in your space? Would they remember you tomorrow if they scrolled past your content today? Could they explain your value in one sentence to a friend? If the answer is no, well, you've got a positioning problem. It's not a content problem. It's not a strategy problem. It's a clarity problem. And that's exactly what the $2 bill test reveals. It shows you if you've built a brand people remember or one they scroll past. Now, here's the good news. I know you've been waiting for it. If you've been stuck here, if this has resonated with you, you are not alone. Look to your left, look to your right, look up and down. There's a lot of people in your boat. And that's why I built something to help. It's called, wait for it, and some of you have heard me talk about it, the V.I.B.E Finder GPT. It's not just another AI tool. It's a clarity engine. You answer a few questions and it helps you find your vibe. V-I-B-E. That stands for your voice, how you naturally show up when you're most yourself. Your identity, the experience that shaped how you see the world. B, belief, the hill you're willing to die on for your clients. And E, edge, the emotional magnetism people feel you're around. And when you know your vibe, you stop sounding like everyone else and start sounding like how you were meant to be. And when that happens, suddenly your content clicks, your brand resonates, and your clients don't just understand you, they remember you. Just last week, I had a client, someone who took the $2 bill brand audit and the V.I.B.E Finder GPT, a consultant who works with massive healthcare organizations. Super smart, incredibly accomplished. But when I asked her to explain what she does, here's what she said. I help organizations align their data and cloud investments with growth strategies. Clear? Maybe? Memorable? Not even a little bit. And after only one session together, we wrote it. Do I help overwhelmed CEOs finally feel in control of their data again? Boom. Now it's emotional. Now it's story-driven. Now it passes the $2 bill test. That one sentence became the spark for her content strategy, her sales deck, her next speaking opportunity. And it all started with her owning her difference. So here's your next step. Take the $2 bill test yourself. I've got the URL below. It's called the V.I.B.E Finder GPT. You're going to put your email in the box and it's going to get sent. You're going to get sent the link right there. And let it walk you through the 4 questions that unlock your brand. You don't need a new funnel. You don't need to go viral. You need to become unforgettable. And that starts with knowing what makes you different before you ever hit post. Are you tired of blending in? If you know you're doing great work, but nobody seems to notice, let's fix that. Let's fix that together, because good isn't enough anymore. The $2 bills, they're the ones people keep, and that's what I want for you. Well, I'll see you tomorrow, same time, same place, and we're going to talk about why the smartest people in the room usually fail the $2 bill test, and how to finally start showing up like the expert you already are. Until then, be unforgettable. Be the $2 bill.